Namaste. Welcome to this short chair yoga practice for the throat chakra, which is wonderful. It's the chakra we're working with this week. It's the one that's depicted at the position of the neck on our meditating figure here. It is a really nice chakra to work with in yoga. We use it a lot. In fact, it is integral to lots of postures, because of course our neck is so mobile and so much part of our body movements. The chakra is all about communication and listening. So there's more information in the description box underneath this video, but we shall get started straight away. You will need a spiky ball or similar for this practice and a belt. So if you don't have a yoga belt, you can of course use any sort of scarf or long item. Even a tea towel will do for this, because we don't need the belt to be massively long, just quite short. And if you don't have a spiky ball, but you've got one of those balls that goes in your tumble dryer, that will do. Otherwise you could use something like a tennis ball, or if you haven't had one very chewed, a dog ball. Fantastic stuff. So I'm just going to leave the ball there for now. Come to sitting in your seat. Sit really tall. Allow your body to just arrive in the place for your yoga. Leave behind a few of those cares and responsibilities that you have, and devote this time to yourself. Take a moment to find a deep breath and note how your body's feeling, so you know any areas to take care of. Today we're going to begin with some movements of the neck. So retracting your chin. We have a tendency to sit with the head hanging a bit forward, which puts a strain into the muscles in the back of the body, but also a little bit into the chest. So if you can retract your chin to create length down the sides of your neck, openness in the throat and the back of the neck as well. And from this position, gently turning to look over your left shoulder, returning to the center, turning to look over the right shoulder, returning to center. So just turning gently from side to side, nice and slow, with that upright lift. And that lift comes from the soles of the feet and the base of the spine, all the way through the neck to the crown of the head. As you return to center, this time perhaps taking the left ear to the left shoulder, or return to center, and right ear to right shoulder. Here we're trying to get that feeling of length down the side of the neck you're moving away from. But it doesn't matter what your neck shape looks like, it's about how it feels. Try not to strain or push or strive. And always allow that resistance in the body to tell you when is a good time to stop and move away from it. As you return to center this time, gently bringing the chin towards the chest, feeling that length down the back of the neck, even perhaps across the shoulders or between the shoulder blades. Smile to yourself. And then taking the bottom teeth over the top teeth, rolling up. Lifting the chin a little, and then gently rolling down. Release your mouth, allow your mouth to relax, chin to chest. Smile at the bottom teeth over top teeth to roll up. One more time down to release the mouth, all the way down to smile. Bottom teeth over top teeth, all the way up. And then returning to center, allow your neck to relax. And often we put a lot of tension in our shoulders as we move the neck. I know I do. So once you've returned to center, perhaps making any releasing movements that feel good. Last week we worked with the heart chakra, and the heart chakra and the throat chakra are actually really close together. And often the movements we make for one are beneficial for the other as well. So whilst we don't do quite so many arm-hand movements for the throat chakra, we still move the shoulders a lot because of where the chakra sits at the bottom of the neck and at the top of the body, basically. Super stuff. So on that note, let's make a few more shoulder movements, taking your fingertips onto your shoulders and elbows nice and wide, and begin with a little front crawl type of action here. Now you can allow your chin to come slightly forward, maybe round slightly through your upper back, but hold firm and steady in your belly muscles so that you feel those supporting your body as you go from side to side. And then when you're ready, you can go the opposite way. And as you go the opposite way, lift your chin. Create a little lift across the chest, and that space right at the top of the torso where the neck joins the chest. Very good. I'm going to go back the first way again, so back forwards. Of course, you can rest anytime you feel that you need to. And then going backwards again. Just lifting a little bit through the chin, allowing your chest to move from side to side, a little twisty type sensation. And then when you're ready, coming back to the center, relaxing the arms down, just giving the arms a little swing, a little shrug of the shoulders as you go. Very good. So here in our chairs, we can interlace the fingers and stretch the backs of the hands away, tuck the chin towards the chest, and feel that sort of length through the back of the neck, through the upper back, across the tops of the shoulders. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then sitting tall, pressing the palms outwards. Now, this is where the belt's really useful. So if interlacing your fingers and pressing the palms outwards just doesn't suit your hands, and sometimes I've got a wrist that doesn't like it very much, but if you've got arthritis in your fingers or your thumbs or your wrists, that can be quite hard work. So instead, we can take the belt and hold it in our hands, but with the palms out and the thumbs just holding the belt into the palms of the hands. And here also, because we're doing that, we can actually take the hands slightly further apart, which is a little easier on the shoulders. And we're going to breathe in, taking the arms up. Find the shoulders lifting, and then breathe out, let the shoulders come down. Let's do that one more time. Breathing in, reaching the shoulders up, reaching through the arms, breathing out and down. And then in this down position, breathing in the center, and breathing out as you gently lean over to the right side. Breathe in, back to the center, breathing out over to the left. Breathing in, back to center, breathing out to the right. Breathing in, back to center, breathing out to the left. Breathe in to return to the center, and then breathing out as you release your belt all the way down. You can just rest it over your thighs and give your arms a little bit of a loosen, maybe a shake backwards and forwards, maybe a gentle shrug of the shoulders. Deep breath in and out. So that we're going to do that one more time through, and if you prefer, you can do this with your fingers interlaced. So interlacing the backs of the fingers, pressing the backs of the hands away, rounding through the spine, chin towards the chest. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Then pressing the palms forward, or using your belt as you choose, reaching the arms up. Going to breathe in as we lift through the sides of the body, breathe out, shoulders down. Arms are still long. Breathing in, lift. Breathing out, shoulders down. Breathe in the center, firm the belly, and breathe out as you sway over to the right side. Breathe in, back to the center, breathe out over to the left. Breathe in, back to the center, breathing out over to the right. Breathe in, back to the center, breathe out over to the left. Breathe into the center, reach the hands tall, and then float your arms down to your sides, or if you're using the belt, just lower them in front of the body. Allow that rush of energy to come into the arms and feel it across this top part of the chest into the shoulders. Allow a little shrugging wave of the arms backwards and forwards. Very good. I've been holding this ball between my knees for a little while now, so I think we should use it now. And we're going to take the ball and just use a little pressure of our hand to roll the ball over the space at the front of the shoulders. We don't want to roll across the bony structures here at the bottom of the neck, but we can do a light roll across the tops of the shoulders and the space underneath the collarbones. So not over the collarbones themselves, just try to avoid too much pressure there. Just a little light circling motion. Oh, there's a spot really there that's just fantastic for this, on me anyway. And rolling up into the sides of the neck just a little, not pressing hard, and across the tops of the shoulders. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So you can swap the ball to the other side, just finding that space really at the top of the chest, a little bit higher than the heart itself, rolling towards the outside of the shoulder, across the pectoral muscles, and then into the top of the shoulder, maybe a little bit down the sides of the neck, but not too much because we've got big blood vessels there we don't really want to press hard on. Good job. Well, not at the side of the neck, but in the neck. When you've done that, then you might, if you can easily reach, you might like to do this on the back of your body. So reaching up and over and using the ball across the back of the top of the shoulder and a little bit down the sides of the neck towards the back of the neck, maybe up towards the place where the skull joins the neck itself. And if it's not easy to do this with your hand to reach there, then this is a point where you can come to the wall and use the ball, she says. You've got to be careful with these ones, they try to get away from you. You can use the ball on the wall. My ball's going to be squeaky, so you can hear it rolling around. And I can use the wall to just get that gentle pressure into the muscles. I'm not interested in rolling a hard, spiky ball across my bony structures because that's painful. But into the muscles and maybe just a little down the side of the neck there, into the nape of the neck as well. So having a go with your ball, that's what it's for. It's lovely warming across the neck and the tops of the shoulders there. And when you've had enough, you can pop that down and pop it out of the way. And we're going to take our belts again. This time we're going to put them behind the body. So with your hands, holding the belt in the palms of the hands with the palms turned upwards and the thumbs across, we're going to roll the shoulder blades towards each other, and you can lengthen the belt behind you and then draw your left hand to your right hip behind you and your right hand in front of you onto your thigh. So here we've got the effect of moving that shoulder head backwards, opening that space across the chest. We're going to sit tall, retract the chin, turn away from the left shoulder towards the right. Just take a couple of deep breaths here. Perhaps you can feel how that is a little bit more open than it was when we did them without moving the shoulders this way. And then come back to the center and then take the right ear towards the right shoulder. Oh, you can feel that length. That's wonderful. And here, if it feels good, you can gently look a little down and look a little up. Look a little down and look a little up. And there might just be a little wriggle of extra space from moving gently. It's not a big movement, it's not fast in this way. When you're ready, you can very slowly bring the head back to center, release your arms, bring the belt to the front. We're going to reach the arms wide and reach the left arm over the right arm to hug the shoulders. Let the elbows be heavy in front and let the chin maybe come just a touch downwards. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Very good. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So we want to hold the belt in our upturned palms behind us with the thumbs wrapped on top. Get the hands as close together as feels comfortable on the belt, roll the shoulder blades together, and then draw the back of the right hand to the left hip behind you and the left hand to the thigh in front to get that openness across the shoulder. And the elbow and upper arm on the right side are very, very close to the torso. Sit tall, press into the feet, and gently turn to look across your left shoulder. And perhaps you can already feel that extra length or that extra space to move into. Little resistance on the belt there. When you're ready, you can return your head to center, gently retracting your chin, taking the left ear to the left shoulder. Oh, that feels so good. That just extra space by taking the right shoulder backwards. And here, if you want to, you can look gently up and gently down. Just a little extra wriggle. Now, this might not suit everyone, but choose. If it does suit you, it can be incredibly freeing, really nice. Excellent. Not fast, just steady. And when you're ready, come back to genuinely sideways and then slowly back to the center, relaxing your belt. And we'll reach the arms wide and crossing the right arm over the left arm to hold onto the shoulders. Let the arms relax onto the chest, the chin to fall towards the chest, just a touch, not too much. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then gently releasing the arms down. Let the arms be a little bit loose and wiggly. And then if you'd like to finish this practice, you can give yourself a gentle neck massage. So just finding a really nice contact, gently taking the fingertips to the back of the skull and gently moving down the back of the neck, either side of the spine, across the shoulders. I find this is where I hold most of my tension. I made a masseuse scream once, well, yelp, should I say, as she touched my shoulders at the beginning of the massage, and I've never felt anything so rock solid before in her life. Anyway, this was some years ago. But there we are. We all have areas that are a little bit more tense than others. So, and if you want to, you can use the opposite hand across the body to just further knead those muscles, a little bit like you're kneading bread. Get them really nice and warmed and loosened. And then just shaking out the fingers, resting the arms. And the one of the things that we can do for the throat chakra is make mantra, make sound with our voice boxes, which are in the vicinity of the throat chakra. So we will finish this practice with 3 ohms. So when you're ready, sitting tall, deep breath. Lovely resonance, deep breath. Last one, deep breath. If you want to here, you can gently close your eyes. Give yourself a moment in stillness and quietness. Feel the features of the face softening, the shoulders relaxing, the breath falling into quietness. You can continue now into meditation or relaxation as you choose. But I'm afraid I will leave you now. So thank you for joining me in this practice. Hope to see you again for our third eye chakra next week. Namaste.